Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, just make sure I press that record button. We've already got Lily. I think she knows. Okay. We're doing it like this today. I'm not sure why. I was quite happy to have the camera down, but maybe we need some eye-to-eye contact. Okay. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what the story is. A Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Hermit. And the King of Pentacles. Well, that's definitely the Divine Masculine's energy. There's this feeling of being ashamed. Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. This is about feeling slightly ashamed regarding resurrecting. It's kind of like regarding showing their face. Okay. The Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. Unconditional love is the reason. And I can feel that here, because there's somebody who is surveying, there's somebody that actually wants to be in close proximity to the Divine Feminine, but they kind of want her radiance, her essence, her sunshine. Okay. Let's have a look at these cards. We've got 10 cards here. Okay, first card, Knight of Pentacles. This is about delivering an offer. Okay, he doesn't deliver a message. These are the messengers, the pages. This is a knight that the king sent out, and it's long term. It's about stability and security. And we have the Hermit that's looking at this opportunity. But as you can see here, he's holding his head down. He's not really looking at the star. So it's like he's not really, it's like he's following the star's guidance. He's in the dark, so he's in, let's say, the void. And he's illuminated by this star. But he has his head held down. He's standing on icy ground. I feel here about the grass not being greener. On his side, really. I'm not sure. So this is a decision about where the Divine Masculine has chosen to kind of, let's say, can we say reside? Off the table, darling. Good girl. Then we have the resurrection here. Well, let's get back to the King of Pentacles. So he does like stability and security. Okay, he wants to be stable, but he's looking here at the Knight of Pentacles, and it's feeling as if the grass over there is a bit icy, a bit dry. I don't know how icy and dry come in. What's a dry ice? I'm not even sure there is a dry ice. Okay, let's just move on to the next row. Seven of Cups, decision time. This is like living in a world of illusions. And it's time now to, well, the opportunities here. I'm not going to say it's time now to resurrect, but the opportunity is given by Divine. I'm starting to lose my voice. By Divine to be able to, I want to say, kind of comes on from yesterday's reading, It's about breaking the divine feminine free here. Now the last row is really about love. Doesn't surprise me we saw the Ace of Cups, because straight away this was, it's like this doesn't have anything to do with love. This is, it's an embarrassment. Because there has been surveillance going on. I'm not going to say stalking, but somebody has been gathering information. Now this card here, I just felt it was this wanting to be close to your treasure. It looks like a card where you're kind of cuddling. So you just want to hold it so close. So I feel there as if it could be a bit suffocating. The love consuming. And I want to say because it's just so fresh and radiant. Okay. So I'm not sure. Let's clarify. I've got the Everyday Tarot here. Be interested. I'm going to read the meaning to these cards. We've got the Seven of Wands. Let's shuffle these. I do not know why I'm singing. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Okay. We've got the Magician. Knight of Pentacles. What's he pointing at? Let's have a look. The Magician looks like he's kind of pointing to this knight here. And where he's ordering him to is the Resurrection. I'll show you. I'll show you in a moment on the table. Because we kind of like swapped how we're doing this reading today. The Hermit. He was cold as ice. The Hangman. He knows. Okay. So there has been this enlightenment here, but he is kind of hanging, I don't know, he's hanging himself by his own foot. I said I was going to read them. Let's get a King of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles. Let's get a King of Pentacles. Oh, that feels as if the Divine Masculine, I want to say that he's the right man for the job. Okay, let's go on. Let's go with this energy then. The Divine Masculine realising that he is the right man for the job. Okay. Oh, I've got an itchy nose now. Justice. Well, that's an understanding. This is when Divine stepped in. Okay. And serve some justice here. The Divine Masculine knowing, because I spoke about the grass being greener. What side is the grass more greener on? Because one side it's quite icy. I said dry. It's because I felt like the grass was dry. I had visions of kind of like a hay, like straw. Let's have a look at this Knight of Pentacles and read the Magician here. Oh, my nose is really tickling. The Magician. You are taking action to manifest your goals and have the resources to create what you desire. You combine magic and practicality to bring your ideas to reality. Okay. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about long term. He's got ideas, he's got plans. He's got goals. Long term goals. Then we have the Hermit, and I felt like he was holding his head down. It's like he's enlightened by the star, but he's not giving the star any kind of acknowledgement. But he's listening. He is studying. And I feel that that's where this kind of surveillance energy comes in. So let's read the Hanged Man. So at the top here we've got 3 major arcanas, which means it's kind of out of your hands. Well, this is 2 major arcanas together, the Hermit with the Hangman. So the Hermit is about going in for your inner wisdom, okay, for the truth, enlightenment. And the Hangman is when the universe takes you out of the picture to pause and to think about your options. So let's read the Hangman. And then we go on to Justice with the King of Pentacles. So we have the Magician, the Hermit, the Hangman, and Justice. So let's see the explanation of this solitude. Life is on hold and you are in a state of temporary suspension as you await new insights and clarity. Step back and look at life from a different perspective. Perfect. Okay. So let's move on to the King of Pentacles. He wants long term. He's the king that would send out the knight. The king sends out the pages. So it's the King of Pentacles that has kind of sent out this surveyor to do his research. But it's also the King of Pentacles that sent out the King of the Knight of Pentacles. So they're on the same page here, wanting justice. It's like they're wanting their justice. Let's read the Justice card. You understand cause and effect, and that your choices have consequences. You seek to equalise and balance, finding the fairest outcome for all. So you understand cause and effect. We had that card come up the last time I used the power of love. And that your choices have consequences. You seek to equalise and balance, finding the fairest outcome for all. I want to say I'm finding the fairest of them all. I have to call the video that. Here we go. It's like your choices have a consequence. So we have the 7 of Cups here. The 3 of Wands. Just going to get another one. There's a feminine here who's waiting for her manifestation, and I felt that that was sorry, I spoke about how the divine masculine here is not acknowledging the divine feminine. It's like he's kept her waiting. Let's leave it at that then, with the 7 of Cups. It's not wanting to give me any more cards for it, so let's read what the 3 of Wands with this, I want to say the consequences of your choices. So the 3 of Wands, because it seems to have caused embarrassment. Okay. But it's like it's time now to resurrect that, to change that. It's like you can't continue to do. The feeling doesn't get any better all the time that you don't acknowledge something that you're wanting to acknowledge. So the 3 of Wands. Okay. Let's make sure I'm on the Wands. I am. It says, get out of your comfort zone and explore new opportunities for growth and development. Cover new ground and expand your horizons. So it's definitely about this grass being, I don't know what colour the grass is, how the grass smells. So the Ace of Swords. Time for a resurrection now. Just feeling with this hay that I keep speaking about and straw. It's just like harvest time, isn't it? Okay. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords, underneath the Ace of Swords, it's not as icy as what the Hermit card is. I was going to show you how these were laid out. I'll do that in a moment. I was wondering what the Hermit was looking at. And if you go past the iciness underneath, what's going on is a resurrection. And what I picked up on was the colour of these, I don't know, what do we call them? Mountains? I don't know, because they're just kind of rocks, aren't they? And I felt, because they were like this purple and blue colour, we're really looking at the chakras that come kind of from the throat, the third eye, and the awakening, okay, the crown chakra. These really are the colours associated with it. So I think that there's been a deep spiritual awakening that's been going on. I believe the Divine Masculine can feel this. He's looking down. It's like this is all taking place underneath. It's like pushing him. It's pushing him to ascend. So let's see what card wants to come out with this Ace of Swords. The Four of Wands. So that is of the fairest of them all. Is that what I said? It's the 1111 card, the Four of Wands here. So let's read about the resurrection. Just jump from the 3 to the 4 of Wands. That's about expanding your horizons. So the 3 of Wands, which was the card before, it said get out of your comfort zone and explore new opportunities for growth and development, cover new ground and expand your horizons. And that was clarifying the 7 of Cups here. And then we have the resurrection with the Ace of Swords here. So we go over to the 4 of Wands. It says you've been rapidly growing and expanding. That's awesome. You've been rapidly growing and expanding. Now it's time to pause and celebrate what you have achieved. Enjoy the fruits of your labour. A wedding, birthday, homecoming, or family get-together may also be in the cards. So now let's go on to the Eight of Swords here. Here's a Divine Feminine. It's like, it's not like she really is trapped, okay, because this can, when you can feel that you're trapped, it's like she's bound. She's bound to follow the flow of life and to work on this kind of non-interference, this surrender to the divine. This is, I want to say, total faith in divine, because you can't really see what's going on. So you are just trusting your senses. And she can get out of there if she's guided to. So let's clarify this. It's like her grass hasn't been growing. I'm not sure what I'm picking up here, because I'm picking up on the colour that I can kind of see with this hay and the straw. Dusty. Three of Swords. Heartache. Okay, let's read and see. And this one here wants to be known. Three of Swords. Okay. So I feel that this is the Divine Feminine's energy. You are feeling hurt and disappointed, taking others' negative words to heart. You feel loss, heartbreak, grief and sorrow. This will pass. Work on releasing the pain and forgiving those who have hurt you. So I want to say here, because the Divine Masculine here, it looks ashamed of this pain that he's kind of maybe unintentionally brought upon the Divine Feminine. But it looks like she's dealing to work, to go within and to understand the inner truth within this. So it's like the Divine Feminine is, I want to say maybe purging and cleansing, because I said what's kind of going on here with the Divine Feminine's energy, and she's kind of in this pool here, and this card kind of denotes a lot of tears falling down. Okay, now there is a, why has it gone all kind of, it's changed the shade in here. Yeah, I feel the Divine Feminine is just tired, and I want to say maybe picking up on the Divine Masculine's energy as well. So she's not only feeling her own sorrow, I want to say, regarding the situation, but also she feels the sorrow of the Divine Masculine. Let's have a look at this surveying. Let's read the Nine of Swords first. Oh, bravo, we've opened up straight away to it. Okay. You are weighed down by dark thoughts and disturbing feelings. Worry, despair and anxiety are keeping you up at night. The more you associate with your fears, the more they will rule your life. Reach out for help. That just really, the Divine Feminine's gone within. Just for, I want to say self-care, self-love and self-healing. And learning how to balance. Said about balancing and equalising these energies. So we've got the Page of Swords, someone here who is watching. You could be sending birds. There are birds in the background here, messengers. So it's kind of, or this energy of the Divine Masculine has been sending messages of love, of positivity. This could be whilst the Divine Feminine has been, I want to say crying. So I want to say that the Divine Masculine can feel this. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Let's read it. It's like a mini justice. I feel here as if the Divine Masculine feels as if the Divine Feminine is distracted by this energy as well. It's like she is aware that something's going on here with the Six of Pentacles. You've got two feminine figures here. It seems that, I'm not sure whether she's, it's like she's distracted, like something's turned her head. It's a bit like, because there's this air with the Page of Swords. It's feeling as if something's in the air. And the Six of Pentacles, that is about balancing, okay, out them scales. Let's read this. You are feeling generous and ready to share your abundance and wealth with others, or you may be on the receiving end of generosity, accepting these gifts with gratitude. Accepting these gifts with gratitude. Give abundantly and it will come back to you threefold. So all the love that the Divine Feminine has been sharing to the Divine Masculine, he's sending it back. So there's a big message here about you are feeling generous. So this is for unconditional love. You can see the tears here. That's what I picked up because I spoke about the crying, how it can come on. There's a word unsuddenly. That's not. I don't know why I want to say that, but they just kind of come on suddenly, and they can stream, not actual like trickles and tears, but it's more of a streaming. And with the bird here, I want to say with the penny dropping, I believe that the kind of Divine Masculine is sending this love. He's feeling it as well. It's causing him sorrow and to feel ashamed. But it's part of the process for the Divine Feminine, part of the purging. But the Divine Masculine can feel it and he's feeling generous. You're feeling generous and ready to share your abundance and wealth with others. Or you may be on the receiving end of generosity, accepting these gifts with gratitude. Give abundantly and it will come back to you threefold. What's that? It's like the third energy that's created by the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. That's nice. So here's this wanting to be close, wanting to cuddle. I want to say, like, the presence of your counterpart being around you at night time, so wanting to hold you and comfort you, and that you should be able to feel that. The Divine Feminines should be able to feel and to trust it, because it feels here as if I want to say, until this embarrassment is dealt with, this is the way that I want to sing a bit of Janet Jackson, and that's the way love goes. Ooh, that's the way love goes. It's quite a deep song, actually. I'm just like, don't mind if I light candles. I like to watch us playing. Baby, I got on what you like. Ooh. Come closer, baby, closer. Reach out and feel my body. I wanna give you all my love. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna take you there. That's the way love goes. Ooh. Okay, it's enough singing. Four of Pentacles, wanting to be close. You feel that the Divine Feminine wants to walk away here. It's just giving her hope. It's like, don't lose hope. Well, it's nice I caught the sun there. I want to say that really, you know, don't lose hope. You are that ray of light. It's beautiful. Major Arcana. Most happiest positive card in the deck. The fairest of them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Oh my, with this kind of connection, you're just going to be looking back at yourself. Like at your divine counterpart. The reflection, the mirror. Okay. The fairest of them all. Ten of Pentacles. Can't get better than that, apart from the Ten of Cups. But I've jumped, haven't I? Because I went off into like a little, I tried to sing. So, Four of Pentacles, wanting to hold the Divine Feminine, to send this love. The Divine Masculine is trying to take the Divine Feminine somehow into his embrace. So let's look at this Five of Pentacles before we move over. You are experiencing financial loss, poverty, and feel isolated and alone. Help is nearby, but you are too focused on your financial problems to notice. You may be sabotaging your ability to create abundance by focusing only on what you lack. So much here about connecting, okay, with each other. Just got to tuck this bit of hair here. It just doesn't want to curl this bit of hair. I'm sure God knew what he was doing when he gave me this hair. I sometimes question, but let's not talk about the hair. Let's get back to the sun. Okay, yeah, we can just cover the hair up with daisies, can't we? Oh, no, it's really sticking out there. Okay. Flowers. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. And all that's coming through is, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, or for the love of you. I think it might be I'm half. I don't know if it says half, but we're talking about mirror work. It's like, I love you as much as you love me. There's an understanding here. It's the fairest of them all. The fairest connection of them all. So let's read this Ten of Pentacles with the two fantastic cards. Because we could have had the Ten of Cups, but it's just about being happy, which is good. But this is about being happy and abundant. This is about not just being happy in your own kind of circle. This is about allowing it to vibrate like this echo. It would just, okay. Let's read the Ten of Pentacles. Cause you'll look sweet upon a seat on a bicycle made for two. You have accumulated wealth and abundance through hard work and dedication. It brings you deep joy and satisfaction to share this wealth with your loved ones. You express gratitude for fulfilling your material goals and dreams. Happily, kind of ever after. The World. Okay, so the World card was in reverse. It does have a reverse meaning, so we're going to read it because we've got the unconditional love here and we've got the World card in reverse. There are many open loops right now and they are draining your energy. Find closure and tie up loose ends. Resolve your inner desire for completion rather than seeking closure with others. Self-forgiveness is shouting out. There's a lot of being ashamed here and trying to make, trying to figure out how you can make things better, I want to say, for kind of like your other half. And you have to make things right with you first. So let's reread that part, because how am I going to hold these up? I don't want to hold it upside down. There are many open loops right now and they are draining, as you can see. So this is, oh, I just saw the Ten of Cups. Okay, it's in there somewhere. There are many open loops right now and they are draining your energy. Find closure and tie up loose ends. Release, it doesn't say release, it says resolve your inner desire for completion rather than seeking closure with others. So it's kind of like find closure within yourself first. You can't expect somebody else to forgive you if you can't forgive yourself for your past decisions. Okay. Kind of doesn't work like that. That person may forgive you, but if you haven't forgiven yourself, you're not going to believe them. It's going to keep coming up and up. You're going to keep bringing it up. Oh, we seem to be putting them away. Well, let's put them away then. That's absolutely fine. I'm not sure what we're doing now. Daisy, Daisy. We're singing that all day now. Let's pull some romance angels. Let's see what they want to say about the situation. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Oh, my belly is rumbling. Let's do this. What would the romance angels like to say? I'm going to have 3 cards. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Getting to know each other. Getting to know you. Okay, it's like we're on a musical today. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And what's the card in the middle? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Let's read these. It's quite nice because there's you've got the, I want to say the divine masculine here, and it's like trust. Don't lose hope. The magician wand is kind of doing a lot behind the scenes here. So this situation is calling for you to have faith. Then we've got very soon, and it looks like there's going to be the reconciliation and being able to surrender and relax. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I believe that this is just about clearing up these loose ends and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I believe that here that everyone's got kind of stories to be told. Some could be quite comical. I think this is just about, you might feel that he's kind of, I don't know, in the chair, in the spotlight. Like he's being questioned, but everyone looks like they're really quite intrigued as to what's, as to listen to this gentleman's storytelling. He looks a bit on edge. Looks like here he feels as if he has to behave a certain way. Let's read these. Trust. In response to your question, the romance angels ask you to trust that everything is exactly as it needs to be. Do not add fear to the situation, which will only create drama and negativity. Instead, the angels ask you to release your worries to them. Your present situation is here to bring you blessings and personal growth, leading to the beautiful romantic love you so deeply desire and deserve. As you follow the pathway you're currently on, trust that it's leading you in the right direction. Your faith uplifts your energy, which in turn attracts positive experiences and people, including your romantic partner. This truly is a situation where with faith, all things are possible. So very soon. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands, it's quite a strong word to use, and demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in your order at a restaurant, the universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought to you what you asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your request with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. And then there's this getting to know each other. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Okay. The romance angels are guiding you to create intimacy with your partner by revealing your true feelings, your dreams and desires, and the other innermost aspects of yourselves. You discover commonalities and learn new ways of relating. If you are presently in a relationship, this card is a message of healing through honest dialogue. This is particularly true if you've stuffed down feelings instead of discussing them with your partner. Perhaps sitting together with a counsellor will give you the strength and support to admit them. Regardless, this card clearly guides you towards holding deep and honest discussions for the benefit of your love life. This seeing a counsellor, I feel that this is about connecting with divine. Okay. What was the bottom of the deck? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, we're going to read this. You received this card because some action steps on your part are necessary in order for your prayers about your love life to be answered. The angels have opened the doors for you, and now it's time for you to walk through them. The first thing that comes to mind with respect to taking action is a good starting place for you. When you ask for spiritual help, you always receive it. Often this help comes in the form of intuitive guidance, which consists of repetitive feelings and thoughts. You get the sense that you should do this or that. You receive this card as a nudge to actually take that action You'll then receive the next piece of the puzzle, meaning another intuitive message about what to do. If you like, you can ask the angels to give you the motivation, courage, time, and energy to take these steps. Know that each one brings you closer upon the pathway to great love. Here's making the effort. So you're being guided. The doors are open. It's just about trusting your intuition and the messages that come through. If I can get my words out. Let's have a look on the enchanted map. Encouragement. That's like a nudge from divine. We're going to have to read this card here with the giraffes on them. It's like you're given a gentle nudge. 54. Encouragement. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need, and you won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Right, let's actually get a card from here. Lily, I want to try and shuffle these. Spirit of place. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? I feel that this is where everyone's been kind of hiding out. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it, just as we have a soul that... Sorry, she's going to fall off of my lap. You're going to get down? Okay. I'm going to start again. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds and mountains and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love, rather than long for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. So it's about you need to embody that love rather than craving for it. It's like it's already there. So allow yourself to feel it. So it looks like your counterpart's sending it directly. In times of need. Always. Okay. Let's get angel prayers. Peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. The angels want you to know that you are a warrior soul and that your heart is so pure and light-filled that you desire only peace for yourself and those around you. You may find your peace being challenged, however, and be unsure how to react. You are being called upon by Archangel Ariel and the angels to know that there is true strength in holding things together and sending everyone around you, especially the challengers, peaceful thoughts and blessings. Okay, so the expanded interpretation. You have a voice, and the angels know you're not afraid to use it. Take time right now to figure out the most peaceful and loving state of being you can remain in. If you feel that you have a reason to stand up to someone or something that is challenging you, your angels are here to say that you have the courage and conviction to do so, but ensure you are coming from a positive space and aren't dropping down to the fear-based level you may be up against. Take time to ask yourself if you'd rather be happy and walk away or be right and prove a point. Will it have any benefit for the person or just your ego? Think peace and be peace. Archangel Ariel. Ariel's name means lioness of God, and she is a true warrior-spirited angel who has a strong connection to the animal realm. She is here to help us have peace in our heart with regard to other people and the animal kingdom too. She helps us look after those we love and find the strength to keep things going when times are challenging. She brings to you today the courage and poise of a lion. Of an angel, I was going to say, of a lion. Okay. I'm going to get one more. Spoke about the animals here. Whether you want to just be happy and walk away from challenging kind of dramatic situations, or do you want to come from this ego space and, you know, just want to be right? Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. Okay. The angels want you to know that they are supporting you in all areas of your life. Follow your spiritual guidance and intuitive feelings, and they will bring you abundance in all areas of your life. Abundance is your spiritual reward for trusting and sharing your gifts. I'm going to go back because I always look up and there's still more to read and I lose my flow. Abundance is your spiritual reward for trusting and sharing your gifts, talents and light with the world. Any material needs you have will be met at this time, and you are being encouraged to surrender any of your concerns in this area of your life to heaven. Allow the angels to take care of them for you. So the expanded interpretation. You are a being of abundance. You are abundant in light, energy and love. And you are being encouraged to share this in every area of your life. Instead of asking what you need, ask yourself, how can I be of service? When you do so, you will align yourself with the universal life force and it will take care of everything for you. There is a flow of support coming to you at this time, and those who dedicate themselves to service will receive the abundance of God and his angels. Awesome sauce, I want to say. I wouldn't even normally say that. So. Live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. It's like fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. There's a bit of fame going on now. Live your joy. I'm not reading it. Okay. We're going to end this reading up. Okay, what should we end on? Excuse me. Let's end on... I'm not sure. I am not sure. I'm going for an angels and ancestors card here. Or I might end on a postcard from Spirit. We'll get one of these first. Angels and ancestors. Medicine Mother. Honour your inner knowing. The infinity symbol there around the eyes. Talk about eye contact here. So the message is take action. Do what you know you need to do. About. Okay. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. That's perfect, isn't it? Okay, the extended message. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Okay. So I feel that's the guidance there for the Divine Masculine. It just keeps kind of saying, once you take the first step, the next one will be shown to you. It's just taking that first step. So, postcard from Spirit. They look like coffee beans. I love coffee beans. I just find them really fascinating to hold, and they're just really fascinating coffee beans. But they just remind me of coffee beans around. I don't know. But this one does, but this one's as well. Okay. Let's end with these two messages, guys. I love this one because it looks like a real proper like kind of postcard. It's just this writing up here. I just carte postale. With love. They're both with love. With love and with love. Dearest Stu, we have a secret for you. Oh, that's interesting. I just realised it says 2 cents. When you say to someone who's kind of giving their opinion, do you not kind of say you're giving your 2 cents worth? I don't know. I believe that's it, but I mean, I could be wrong. It happens. Dearest Stu, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, yeah, okay, the less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. So this is just coming in with that. Do you want to be happy and just explore this? And it's all right to say, well, I wasn't right about that. You know, never mind. It happens. Or are you kind of somebody that just stays in his ego because you just, I don't know, closed-minded and just adamant that you'd rather just prove a point rather than kind of facing, I want to say, your wrongness. Some people can be quite stubborn. So when it comes to that, kind of admitting that they're wrong, that's what I want to say. So we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you're willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective. Well, that world card was upside down, wasn't it? And find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting. As you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all that you can be. So we are cheering for you. Can you hear us? That's awesome. Talking about this kind of, well, let's say telepathy, connecting with spirit, feeling and knowing that you're not alone, that there is somebody on your side, even though they may not be there actually in the physical. It's just like the divine masculine and divine feminine are on, you know, they are on their side. They're on each other's side. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Let's not sing. Okay. With love again. Dearest Stu, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently but firmly, and then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. I just feel here as if you're drawn to take this time of solitude, take it. If you want to rest, take it. Insist upon it. Make sure that you are giving yourself all that love. Okay, it's embodying the love that you're seeking. It's already within you. It's already there. Okay. It's like you're seeking for something that isn't missing. Let's end on Lovers Oracle. It says here a 4-card spread. This is a simple spread for a quick overall look at a situation. Should we do this? I rarely do the spreads that they recommend. We could mix it up a bit really and try some of these. I was going to say different spreads, but my mind went off a bit because it kind of comes to at different positions. So, okay, let's get back to this. Let's try this. So the first card is the past influences of the situation. The second card is the now, how the situation is affecting you now. The future is possibilities for the future, about 6 months. And the outcome indicates the overall message, lesson, a culmination of everything examined. Okay, let's do this then. So let's get the first card. So the first card is about the past influences of this situation. Sexual union. Okay. Honour the place in one another where you are eternal soul, where you are one. I'll get these words out. Okay. Honour the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So this is really kind of shouting out what I was saying about the connection, feeling each other's touch, maybe at night time, without the need to actually be there. So I want to say this is the kind of like the past influences of the situation. It's also shouting out that the sexual contact between the divine masculine and divine feminine, it's like what's kind of happened is caused this kundalini awakening, I want to say, and it's kind of sparked off the connection. So it could be past influences of the situation, and I want to say that kind of sexual connection is rather addictive, especially as that's where my mind was taken just a few minutes ago. So card number 2, what's going on now? How the situation is affecting you now. So I want to say it's this sexual energy, this sexual it's a sacred, isn't it? It's a sacred sexual connection. And there's this just wanting to be close and embodied in it. Okay, so how's it affecting us now? It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So this really is just shouting out that feel it. You have to feel it, kind of, you have to feel it before it can manifest. Okay, so you have to believe. So it's important right now to take that step back and spend time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, which is worrying really what your counterpart's doing, it's like you can feel their love. Okay, place focus on another. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give it to yourself. So that's the now. What's the future? What looks like it's going to transpire? Possibilities for the future, about 6 months. That's nice. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you, and follow it with faith. What I love about this is that I always find, okay, I've got to kind of, by my own tracking on connections, it takes about 6 months for you to really settle into the relationship. Okay, to really get to know each other, to be able to do some deep healing. So when you come back into union, divine masculine, divine feminine, it's not all hunky-dory, okay? There's a lot that you still need to heal, help each other heal together, to be able to get to this space of being able to open up, be vulnerable and speak openly to one another can take at least 6 months. So it looks like the past is really going to be behind. I want to say the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It'll be released, and they'll be embracing now these new possibilities, which brings us into, you know, starting off 2020. It's like, yeah, I want to say when the springtime comes, it's going to be springing into new action here. Like starting next year off with, if we can say, a bang. So let's have a look at the outcome. Indicates the overall message lesson. Well, we've got a few here. Do I really want to take all those? Okay, we've got 4. Let's do it. So this indicates the overall message. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay. You can always find a reason to be happy. Okay, there's lots of different areas, okay, so it's not an excuse not to feel joy. So close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And here's a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light, and I love you. How beautiful is that? My beloved. Oh, this is beautiful. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, and nothing is missing. And that's the key, is to realise there's no separation. It's just quite a journey to actually get to that understanding and to trust that. Last card, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay. Let's end it. I do want to end it on a journey of love. I was gonna try and get out of it and kind of go, let's end it there, but let's end it on a journey of love. I don't even know how long I've been on for. Okay, 1 hour and 4. Okay, we're most definitely ending it on this one. The journey of love. It's going to be interesting what card comes up. we're all stuck together. It's like they, oh, hello. We have two. The first one is Spiral Dance of the Goddess. We had this one yesterday. I'm not going to read it again, but I will read maybe the poem. The inner movement in expressive flow, an outward breath of dance and light, becoming one, becoming free. Sweet Soul Rising. It's perfect. You may feel lost in your own thoughts and feelings. This is the sweetness of surrender into another world. It is time to dream, to wonder, not to be clear and sharp right now at this precise moment. If you have a clear plan, let it become soft and feel your heart open to allowing whatever may be. We might believe that it is through tough action and dynamic assertiveness that we make our way through the world, yet sometimes the sweetness of the soul rises and instead we can flow gently with the currents of the cosmic ocean, unsure of where we are headed but safe in the truth that all waters naturally return to the ocean where they are all wanting to go eventually anyway. You can use your own efforts to swim to your destination against the current at times, or you can float on the sweet love of your own soul as it enjoys the privilege of getting to know itself as one with the divine. This oracle brings you guidance now. Surrender and flow. This is not the time to assert your will and try to make things happen, no matter how much you may want to or believe that you should. There is something bigger happening, and everything is going to turn out perfectly according to a far larger plan. And that includes your well-being too, beloved. Sometimes we have to let go of our expectations about how that bigger plan will be achieved and just let it happen, trusting that it will actually take place, even without us striving to make it so. And this is one of those times. Okay, here's the poem. Oh, I want to hold up the Make the Effort card. Come on in. Come up for the poem. Okay, you have to pop your towel down. She's purring. With innocence, I share my heart. A smile expressing with a tear. Sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun, you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant. To wait for heaven's soft embrace, a fruit so firm and succulent, God's promise must remain so chaste, while passion's glow is slowly spent. Such patience born, with time's insight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savours fresh and moist and ripe, the gift of love when it is right. And that's the way love goes. Okay. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.